All right, for this video here, we're now going to talk about modules in a little more detail. We showed you how to create modules. We've also walked you through how you would create an assignment or create a content page or create a discussion. So now let's talk about how you might organize those modules with those different pieces for your students. So let's jump on into a course here. And I'm already on modules here, but if I click on the modules tab, I can do that as well. You can see that I have some empty modules, and I want to start adding content into them, because really modules is where we're going to want our students working from all the time. It's just the easiest place for them to work through. So let's say, for example, that I've created a content page for my students. So I have some information in a content page that I want them to see within the specific unit of study. What I'm going to do, up in the right-hand corner, kind of in the gray title bar where the unit of study name is at, I'm going to click the plus sign. And I can now choose from this drop down to add an assignment, add a quiz, add a file, add a page, add a discussion, add an external tool. This again would be a studio video. So if I wanted to add a studio video in, I could click external tool and go find studio right there. But let's just say, for example, I wanted to add one of those content pages. I click content page, and now I see the sample page that I've made. So I want to go ahead and click on that one and say add item. And there my content page is dropped right into my module. And so maybe I have a content page for them to look at, then I'm going to have an assignment for them to complete, and then maybe I want them to do a discussion thread after that. So now let's say I've got my content page in there, I want to go ahead and add an assignment after that. Let's click on the plus sign, here's the assignment tab, and there's that sample assignment we had created. Let's add that in. And then maybe I want a discussion as well to go into this unit of study. So I'm going to click the plus sign, and now click discussion, and there was that discussion we had just created in that previous video. And we'll click add item as well. And so then we have the ability to kind of organize and create a linear workflow for our students in those modules there. And if you ever want to rearrange things, simply grab the dots on the left-hand side and you can move them around. If you ever wanted to remove something you put into a module, click on the three dots and you can remove it from the module. It won't delete it completely, it just removes it from the module. But that's how easy it is to actually add content now to your modules. As you're creating content pages, as you're creating assignments, as you're creating discussions, thinking about that workflow for your students, you can group them all together within that unit of study, and then kids can simply work right through that module from the very beginning. They can click on the module, you can see I clicked on the content page, and then as they scroll down, they can click on the next button. Whether they're on the Mac or on the iPad, they have a little next button in the bottom corner, and then it takes them to the next item within that module there. So then they can work on an assignment, submit that, move to the next button, and then go to the discussion thread. Work on the discussion thread, post back to that, and then if there's the next button there, they continue moving through the module in that linear fashion. But really simple there on how you actually take content and bring it right into your module to organize for your units of study.